So in this video, I will be discussing about future value of general annuity. No? So we already learned from lessons 1 and lesson 2, lesson 1 and 2, regarding the different computations for future and present value of simple annuity. Now, if you still remember, annuity just means regular equal payments at a particular period or time interval. Okay? Or kanang term, to be more specific. Okay? So, naray regular nga bayad nga imong buhaton, for example, ikaw lang, kaning nakay regular nga equal payments sa imong ihatag to maybe a bank or maybe someone nga imuhang gi utangan. And then the act itself is considered as an annuity. Okay? Now sa annuity, appeal po do compute niya ang mga compounding interest. So again, ma-involve gyapon sa atuang concession karon ang compounding interest, specifically no, not specifically, compounding interest itself, ang concept niya. Okay? So, hopefully, you're also kanang familiar na with the different terminologies nga gamiton for the compounding, like annually, semi-annually, quarterly, bi-monthly, monthly, daily, or unsa pa na din ha. Okay? So, hopefully, familiar mo ana. Okay? Later, natin mga kaning mag-dissect ta o mga problems to identify unsay mga given sa iya ha. Okay? Now, let's differentiate simple annuity and general annuity. Okay, from lessons 1 and 2, puro to sila simple annuity. Okay? Simple annuity meaning ang payment interval sa imuhang problem and the compounding period are the same. Like monthly ang payment interval o monthly po ang compounding period, or annually ang payment interval and then annually po ang compounding period. It is possible man nga managlahi sila. For example, I'll give you a scenario. Let's say ako nag-installment kunuhay ko og cellphone unya I promise to pay a certain amount every end of 3 months, every end of 3 months. Okay? So kung end of 3 months, that is quarterly. Okay? Ang akong payment interval o paghatag na ako og bayad. Now later sa problem mo ana kunuhay nga the interest is computed at 2% compounded annually. Okay? Compute ko no ang akong interest annually. So, annually means kada tuig. Okay? So, meaning sa usa ka tuig, kausara, kwenta ko ng ako ang interest. Okay? Now, notice ako ang payment interval. I told you, or I said, ang ako ang payment will be provided every 3 months or quarterly. Quarterly siya. Unya, inigabot sa computation of interest, it is being computed once a year or annually. Okay? See the difference? Quarterly, annually. Quarterly ang payment interval, annually ang compounding interest. Okay? So, there is a difference between the two. Now, if it's different, ang payment interval o ang compounding period, that is what you call general annuity. It will also have its different kaning formulas no when it comes to computation of the future value. So later, as we go along the different slides in this presentation, you will know the formulas used for general annuity, if it's ordinary annuity or annuity due. Okay? Again, for ordinary annuity, that means na kay word makita dito sa imong problem nga end of the payment interval. Mga nag-end of month, end of year, end of quarter, ingana, something end. And kung annuity due, makakita ka og start of month, start of year, or beginning of month, beginning of year, something like that. Okay? So, ingana ang ilahang difference. So, let's move to our discussion proper. So, I've already answered this. What is a general annuity? Sa motto, dapat managlahi si payment interval and C, compounding period. And how will you know if the situation illustrates the future value of a general annuity? So we'll go along different examples din sa mga slides din sa ato ang presentation to have a general idea of what that is. Okay? So general annuity. The definition is an annuity certain. Again, it's a type or a kind of annuity certain whose compounding period is not the same. Dili pareha ang compounding period sa iyang payment interval. So mo akong example ganina. Payment interval kunuhay na ako is quarterly. Ang ako ang compounding period is annually. So, managlahi silang duha. So, that is an example of general annuity. So, let's have an example sa ubos. Sheldon buys a brand new TV with installment payment at the end of each quarter with interest compounded annually. This is a general annuity. Nganong general annuity ni siya? Because the payment period is quarterly. Ang gingon is magbayad ko no siya each quarter. So quarterly ko no siya magbayad. Unya ang iya pong compounding period ang giingon is kada tuig siya computon. So annually siya. So managlahi quarterly and then annually. So that is a general annuity problem. Okay? Continue. Now how is general annuity different from simple annuity? If you still remember from lessons 1 and 2, the computation for our periodic rate, di ba naman ito ilahi nga rate na ay nominal rate, katong percent nga makita ninyo sa problem, and napo tayo periodic rate, which is computon pa siya. Okay? Now, what makes it different from simple annuity is that ang simple annuity is just a matter of dividing our nominal rate by the number of compounding periods. Okay? So, for example, mo ana nga ang atong I is 10%, unya ang ato ang compounding period is quarterly, so meaning 4 in a year. So, you'll just have to divide ang 10% nga i-convert into decimal, which is 0.1, divided by 4. Simple. Simple annuity na siya. Now, for general annuity, since managlahi na si compounding period and si payment interval, then we will have different computation for the periodic rate niya and for the number of terms niya. Okay? So, malahi siya. I mean, not terms. Number of payment periods or conversion periods. Malahi po siya. Okay? So, mao ni ang formula for our periodic rate. So, taas-taas siya compared sa simple annuity. So, R is equal to 1 plus I over M. Tapos, raised to the M divided by P minus 1. Now, if you're worried about the different symbols here, we will explain it in the next slide. What do you mean by R? Again, that is the interest rate or periodic payment. Again, periodic payment siya. Okay? Ang I nato will be the nominal rate. So, if you notice sa problem, usually siya mo ingat mo na siya nga 10% compounded quarterly. Kanang number ng inyong makitaan nga percent, that is your nominal rate or letter I. Okay? Again, when you solve for the R, you need to convert your nominal rate to decimal. So, how do you do conversion to decimal of a number? Since 10 money, wala siya decimal point, no? Somewhere sa iyahang pagka-digit. Okay, so that's just 10. So, ang decimal point is naa sa right side sa ato ang number. Okay, whole number man siya. Okay? Then, all you have to do is just jump twice from the decimal point to the left. So, padung sa left atong ambak. So, ang mahibilin din ha, morning ang kaning ambakan sa atong decimal point, this will be the new position niya. Then, just add 0 kung kanang before the point, and also if na siya ambakan nga walay number. For example, nga ning 6%. Kung aton i-convert into decimal, so, muambak siya kaduha, notice nga na siya giambakan nga walay number. So, just put 0. And then, butangan po ni mo 0 in front of the new position of the decimal point. So, this is going to be the decimal form of your percent. Okay? So, fully klaro. Let me just discard that. Okay? Then, ang imong letter M will be the number of compounding periods. When you say compounding periods, it means katong word nga magtapad gani sa imuhang word, sa kanang word nga compounded sa problem. For example, again, ako na po butang ng annotation. Let's say, mo anag 3% compounded semi-annually. Butang tayong ana lang. Okay? Now, ang imuhang compounding period will be the word after the word compounded. Okay? Or usually, tapad na siya sa compounded nga word. Okay? Kung semi-annually, if you base this sa compounding interest nga table, the frequency, mauna siya ang compounding period. Ang frequency sa semi-annually is 2 in a year. Semi meaning half sa tuig. So, pila makabuk half sa tuig? Duha. Okay? So, 2 ang iyahang M, or ang value sa ato ang letter M. Okay? Hopefully klaro. Next, let's proceed. Number of payments per year. Letter P na to nga gamay. Now, this is new, no? This is new ang P. Nga lowercase p or small p sa ato ang kaning computation. Kasi simple annuity, wala na siya mo exist because si payment interval sa compounding period are the same o value sa simple annuity. Sa general kay lahi-lahi naman siya. So naay kaugalingon nga variable or letter ang ato ang payment interval. Therefore, ang gamay nga P refers to the payment interval sa imuhang problem. Okay? So kumuan na nga she promised to pay 5,000 at the end of each month, then ang P nato kay mag-base man siya sa kapila ka mobayad sa katuig. So niya na ako ganina nga every month. So there are 12 months in a year. Okay? Na 12 ka book months sa isa ka tuig. Therefore ang P nako is equal to 12. Okay? So fully klaro. Again, ang payment interval refers to kapila ka mobayad sa usa ka tuig. Ang compounding periods kapila i-compute ang imong interest sa usa ka tuig. Okay? So ang M ang compounding periods, ang small p or lowercase p, gamay nga p, ang para sa payment interval. Okay? Now let's try to break down or dissect this situation or kaning scenario nga naa sa ato ang slide. Okay? Joanne deposited 1,000 at the end of every month in a savings account at 3% interest compounded quarterly. How much will her money be after 5 years? So what we're going to do is to determine unsay given ani nga problem. We're still not gonna compute for the value. We're just gonna determine no kung unsay mga given niya. Okay? We will start with the 1,000. It says here that Joanne deposits 1,000 every end of the month. Okay? At the end of every month. Okay? So, therefore, tag 1,000 ang iyang ihatag or i-deposit sa bangko. Kay savings account man, iso bangko ni iyang tunulan o kwarta. 1,000 equal payment na niya kada buwan. Kay kada buwan mo kuno siya mohatag. Therefore, that is your periodic payment or capital letter P. Okay? Anyways, ako lang i-explain. At ang ato ang concern ani kay interest rate per payment period pa man ta. Then, ato lang i-compute kung pila siya ang iyang periodic rate. Okay? Ako lang i-dissect ang mga information. Now, ang giingon din is, dito na lang ta sa interest ha. Ang giingon din is, natay 3% nga interest compounded quarterly. So, meaning, ang nominal rate nato, ang letter I nato, will be 3%. Or, in decimal is, 0 po, sorry. I-perp ko. 3, sorry. Saan ba to? Ano naman eh? Tsaka dali. So, 3, ano naman siya? Basahan na eh. Basahan na eh. 3%, kung i-convert mo to decimal, so just copy the number. And then, since that is the whole number, wala man siya i-point in bit somewhere sa iyang pagka-digit. So, that's 3 na ang iyang decimal na sa pikas side or sa right side. So, jump ka kaduha, padong sa left. That will be the new position of your decimal. Add 0 and also add 0 sa giambakan nga walay number. Therefore, this is our decimal form of 3%. 0.03. Okay, that is your I. Okay? Now, it says here nga, i-compound siya quarterly. Again, quarterly means 4 ang inyuhang. Di ba, tapad mo siya sa compounded. Therefore, this is letter M. So, M is equal to 4. Okay? Dayon, ang iyang letter P ani nga gamay will be, kanang giingon sa ato ang deposit dinhi. So, deposited 1,000 at the end of every month. End of every month. Okay? So, that's monthly. So, notice nga, payment interval nato is monthly. Ang ato ang compounding period is quarterly. So, managlai siya. Monthly, quarterly. Monthly, quarterly. Therefore, this is a general annuity. Now, my concern is, pilay value sa itong P. Ang gibutang diri is every month kuno siya magbayad. Therefore, pila makabuok buwan. Monthly man eh. Pila makabuok buwan sa katuig. That is 12. Okay? So, P na to is 12. So, let's proceed with the computation. So, the interest rate is I is equal to 0.03 sa kung giing ganina. I-convert na to ang percent into decimal form. The number of compounding periods is 4. Kaya di ba, giingon din is quarterly ang pag-compound sa or pag-compute sa interest. Now, the number of payments per year or kapila ka mobayad sa usa ka buwan or si Joanne in this case, kapila siya mobayad sa usa ka dili buwan. Sa usa ka tuig, every month kuno siya magkatagan. Therefore, that is 12 months in a year, which is 12 ang P nga gamay. Okay? Now, to compute, imo rang i-substitute ang value sa imuhang I, imuhang M, o imuhang P. Okay, substitute lang. So, mahog nga, may imong 1 plus 0.03 atong I divided by 4. Kani nga, diri pa ta nga side ha. Diri pa ta nga side nag computation. Napasagdiin na ninyo. Naunsa na ako ang annotation. 0.03, then raised to the, ang M na to is 4, ang P na to is 12. Okay? You can even simplify that further into 1 over 3. Okay? Pwede rasad. Kaning lowest term. And then, i-continue na to siya og kaning sulbad. So, simplification, mahog nga, ang 0.03 divided by 4, that is 0.0075. So, kung i-add mo sa 1, that's 1.0075 raised to the 4 over 12. Na kung i-simplify ang 4 over 12, may mo i-erase na to ang 1.00075 sa 4 over 12, may mo siyang 1.002493776 minus 1. Then afterwards, kanang ma-minus na siya 1, the answer will be the periodic rate of your problem. Okay? So that is 0.002493776. Okay? So again, mao na kakuti ang pag-compute lang sa periodic rate sa ato ang problem. Now let's go over the different formulas for our future value of general annuity. Now again, there are two formulas for our future value for general annuity. We have for ordinary annuity nga type. So again, ang ordinary nga annuity, ordinary annuity is ang iyahang pagbayad or ang payment interval niya is at the end of every payment interval, or time of payment interval. Sakto. Time of payment interval is every end of the payment interval. Okay? So again ordinary meaning na ay word nga end before katong every payment, every something, every quarter, every month, every year, every 2 months, ingana. Okay? So ang formula is muna sa ubos. FVOGA or future value of ordinary general annuity is equal to P times 1 plus R raised to the N minus 1 over R. Okay? Now, you notice nga, ato ang simple annuity is just using the same, ato ang for future value for ordinary general annuity is just using the same formula for our kaning simple annuity ng future value as well. Okay? So, you just have to memorize katong sa simple annuity, ang kalahian lang yun niya is the computation of the R and also the computation of the N, which will become, dili na siya T times M. If you still remember sa ito ang simple annuity, that is T times M. Karon this will be T times P. P na siya nga gamay. Okay, dili itong dako. Kaya ang dako, that is for the periodic payment man. So, ang P nga gamay, kaya that refers to the payment interval. Okay? So, ang N na siya, mahimong N times, 9 is equal to 10, T times P. Okay? Dayon, let's go over the different variables to understand kung sa atong ipang substitute. Letter P nga dako refers to the regular or periodic payment. So, pila may iyang hatagan sa kada payment interval. Kung moanag 1,000 per month, then 1,000 ang imuhang payment, periodic payment. Kung moanag 5,000 per quarter, then 5,000 ang iyahang payment per payment interval. Okay? So, kung sa itong number, itong value, money, nga nakatapad sa mo ana kuno hay payment every blah blah blah, then that is the periodic payment. For the R or atong periodic rate, again that is periodic rate ang R. So imo pa siyang i-compute katong taas tong 1 plus I over M raised to the M over P minus 1. So you still have to compute for that one. Your N will be mo na ni siya tong akong giingon. Instead of T times M sa tong simple annuity, it is already T times P. P stands for, or P nga gamay stands for the number of payment intervals per year. Kung kapila siya kunuhay maghatagan og payment sa kada tuig. So kung moanag, I will pay for every quarter, then 4 siya in a year. So P is equal to 4. Okay? Ang T will be the term sa imuhang annuity. So for example, moana ka nga, you will keep on giving a certain amount, equal amounts quarterly for the next 7 years. So mahog ang 7 will be your term. Okay? So usually in years dapat ni siya. So kung dili siya provided in years, you have to convert katong sobra nga dili years into years nga format. Okay? So usually mahimong decimal ang imuhang answer. Usually. Okay? Dayon, let's continue. So let's have an example nga atong i-dissect. So future value of ordinary general annuity. Example, Maria deposits 1,000 at the end of every 3 months in a savings account at 3% interest compounded annually. This actually the same with the other example kaganina. How much will her money be after 5 years? So let's try to dissect the information. So we have, number 1, we are told nga na atay 1,000 nga hatagan every 3 months. Okay? Therefore, ang 1,000 is your periodic payment or capital letter P. Okay? Notice nga, giingon po sa problem is end of every 3 months. Ang term nga end tells you nga this is an ordinary annuity. Okay? End man siya ang gimutang. End kuno sa every period interval siya naghatagan. So, ordinary annuity siya. So, it has its own formula. Now, the next part is every 3 months. It tells you that the payment interval, kapila siya maghatagan sa bayad, is every 3 months. Okay? Every quarter ng 3 months. Okay? Every quarter. So, there are 4 quarters in a year. Therefore, ang iyahang small letter P is 4. Okay? Next is, gibutang po sa problem nga 3% ang iyahang nominal rate. Okay? Nominal rate siya. So, later, atong i-compute ang iyahang periodic rate. Now, kapila siya gi-compound, kapila gi-kwinta ang atoang interest. It is said in the problem nga annually siya gi-kwintada. Okay? So, notice nga quarterly ang payment interval, annually ang atoang pag-compute sa interest. Therefore, it's a general annuity. Kaya managlahi man sila. Okay? How much will her money be after 5 years? So, notice nga ang problem kay nag-ask kung how much will. Will ang gigamit. It's a future verb. Okay? Future be verb. Okay? So, kung how much will be, meaning nag-anticipate siya kung pila yung value siyang kwarta after a specific time. Okay? In this case, ang gibutang nga time na to is 5 years or term na to is 5 years. Okay? So, this will be your T. Ang imuhang 5 years. Okay? So, breakdown of the given, na siya diri. So, we have P nga dako is 1,000. I is equal to 0.03. Again, it converted to decimal. M will be 1. Kay annually man kuno siya mag-compute sa interest. P nga gamay is equal to 4. Kay again, she will be giving the payment. She mangguro nino, Maria sakto. She will be giving the payment every quarter or every 3 months. Okay, so 4. And then, T na to, or ang term sa ato ang problem is after 5 years. So, 5 years ang ato ang T. Then, una is to compute for your interest rate and your N, or the number of total number of conversion periods. Okay? So, that is, ang R is 1 plus I over M raised to the M over P minus 1. Okay, so just substitute. Normal substitution. So, we have 1 plus 0.03 for our I divided by M nga 1 raised to the 1 over 4. Kang M is 1, ang ato ang P nga gamay is 4. Nadiri. You can check back. Next. So, simplification. So, 1 plus 0.03 divided by 4, 0.03 divided by 1 rather is 0.03. Plus 1, that is 1.03. Kanang second line. Okay? Raised to the 1/4 minus 1. Now, kung imong erase ang 1.03 to 1/4, muna siyang sunod. Ang third line. 1.007417072 minus 1. And the answer should give you 0.007417072. That is your periodic rate. Now, we're done with periodic rate. I-compute na po nato ang ato ang total number of conversion period. Okay? Conversion period. Letter N, kumbaga. So, N is equal to T times P. T stands for the term. Sa kadaling. And then, P stands for the number of payment intervals per year. Yan na sa problem. So, if you still remember, a few slides ago, ang T na to is 5, ang to ang P is 4, kay quarterly man siya. Okay? So, 5 times 4 is 20. Now, we can substitute those, or no, third step ninyo will be to identify no kung unsa nga formula ang gamiton. Now, again, I've already explained nga since ang dimension sa problem is quarterly ang iyahang payment interval and ang iyahang compounding period is annually. Lahi-lahi sila, therefore that's general annuity. And it also is also mentioned nga at the end of every quarter siya magbayad. And mananggi term, so meaning ordinary annuity siya. So we're going to use ordinary general annuity nga formula for future value. Okay? So our working equation is FV OGA is equal to P times 1 plus R raised to the N minus 1 over R. Okay? Munang formula. Again, the same lagi sa symbol annuity nga formula. Nagkalahi lang is ang ilahang subscript sa usa sa iyang FV. Okay, so by substitution, that is 1,000 for P times 1 plus 0.0074170072 for our R raised to the 20 minus 1 over ang atong R, same number, 0.0074170072. Simplify further, so mahog nga ang ato ang 1 plus 0.0074 something, mahimong 1 point, gi-raise po yun siya sa 20. Ako mag-add aning 1 plus 0.007 something, gi-raise po yun siya sa square, gi-raise po yun siya dito sa square sa 20, so ang result will be 1.1592 and spare. Kamo na lang basa sumpay. Minus 1 divided by 0.007 and spare. Yun, kamo na lang sumpay. Okay? Afterwards, i-minus na to ng nasa babaw, and then atong i-divide sa nasa ubos, unya i-multiply na to sa 1,000. Okay? And the result will give you 21,473 pesos and 98 cents. Now, again, this is future value, so we're talking about money. So, you can have two-digit numbers, two decimal places rather sa imong final answer, kay usually ang ato ang money is only kaning ang significant figures niya or kanang the digits nga iyang gi-consider as significant is only two decimal places. Okay? So that is the final answer for the future value. Okay? Next, what if dili na siya ordinary annuity? Annuity due na siya. So, sa inyong problem, ni-mention na siya ni Moana na siya nga, the payments will be given at the beginning or at the start of every payment interval. Moana. Okay? So, lahi na po siya o kagalingon niya nga formula. But actually, this formula is still the same with the future value for annuity due sa annuity due for simple annuity. Same magyapon siya o kaning palakad or formula. Ang nagkalahi lang ang pagkuha nato sa value sa R o ang value sa N. Okay? So, ang formula is future value GAD subscript. So, that's general annuity due is equal to 1 plus R times P times 1 plus R raised to the N minus 1 over R. Okay? 1 plus R siya din because I believe I mentioned this in the video previously nga kaning kung kuan good annuity due na siya pakapindaan nga mag-una ganig bayadaan ang maghatagan. So ini-compute sa interest later on na siya pakapin nga value nga i-computean appeal sa interest. Okay? So kumbaga mas dako siya value si annuity due kontra ni general annuity ni ordinary annuity. So mas dako siya og value. Okay? So, hopefully, klaro. Now, let's have the different kaning meanings of the different symbols in the formula. So, again, P stands for the periodic payment. So, say, mention dito nga value, nga ihatag ko niya sa kada payment interval. Okay? Dayon, ang R refers to the periodic rate. So, imo na po ni computon atong 1 plus I minus 1 plus I over M raised to the M over P minus 1. Okay, so imo na po ni siya computon. And then, ang inyong N, the same lang yapon sa ordinary annuity, that is N is equal to T times P. Okay? T times P siya. Okay? P stands for the payment interval per year, and T stands for the term or how long will the annuity be paid. Okay? Kung kanos ka kutob sa imong pagbayad atong equal payments. Now, let's have another example to compute for general annuity due. Now, Maria deposits 1,000 at the, take note, beginning of every 3 months. So, every 3 months means quarterly. In a savings account at 3% interest compounded annually. How much will her money be after 5 years? So, notice ha, ato ang mga terminologies na gigamit sa problem. Number 1, natay periodic payment nga 1,000. Kaya giingon din magatagan ko no siya or mag-deposit ko no siya sa kalibo every 3 months. Okay, so that's periodic payment. Beginning ang giterm afterwards. Beginning of every 3 months. Okay, so kung maanag beginning sa kada payment interval, that tells you that it's an annuity due. Okay, kung maanag end, that tells you that it's an ordinary annuity. But in here, the problem is stating it's the beginning of every 3 months. So that is annuity due. Every 3 months again refers to quarterly nga frequency. And since this is payment, related sa payment, maghatagan ko no siya every 3 months. So, that is payment interval. That's that small letter P. Now, 3% sa inyo makita sa screen that is the nominal rate. So, again, you will be converting na to decimal and calculate for the periodic payment using it and the number of compounding periods. Now, how much will be the compounding period? Ang gibutang diri is annually siya. Okay? Annually, meaning kausa sa usa ka tuig. Therefore, ang ato ang M is equal to 1. Okay? Hopefully, klaro. Okay? Then, ang term na gihatag diri sa problem is 5 years. So, meaning your T will be 5. Then, ang terminology diri sa problem, sa iyang question nga part, is how much will. How much will? Again, another future tense or future verb or linking verb. Not linking verb. Be verb rather. Future be verb. Okay? So, you're concerned about the value of a money that is in the future. So, meaning, future value ang gipangita. Okay? So, here the breakdown of the given. Di lang na ko balikon. Same raman na sa first na tong example for ordinary annuity. Kani siya ba? Same na siya. Okay? Kana. Now, for our rate sa annuity due, the same ragyapon siya sa ato ang computation kaganina. Okay? The answer will still give you 0.007410702. 17072. Okay? Kaya wala pa man ni siya kaning difference sa annuity due o sa ordinary annuity ani nga part. Okay? The rate is still the same for both ordinary, the computation for the periodic rate for ordinary annuity and annuity due are the same. Wala kayo kalahian. Or wala yun siya kalahian. And as well as ato ang number of conversion periods or N is equal to T times P. Same lagi hapon siya sa atong first problem. Okay? Same raman to siya entirely except for the part nga end of the month tong first or end of the payment interval ng first, ang kaning new nga problem is beginning of the payment interval. Okay? Dili sila magkatalo sa ato ang pag-solve na gyud sa future value. Kay naman ito'y pakapin nga 1 plus R ang ato ang general annuity due. Okay? But anyways, going back sa kaning step 3, the problem illustrates an annuity due because ang gimension sa inyong problem is beginning ang payment interval. Beginning ang term. Okay? So, meaning that is annuity due. Now, to solve, the working equation is 1 plus R times P times 1 plus R raised to the N minus 1 over R. Okay? Ang part nga P times 1 plus R raised to the N blah blah blah, that is actually the same with ordinary annuity. So, nalahi lang yun ani nga formula is that naadungagan siya 1 plus R sa atubangan. Okay? So, to compute, so amo lang i-substitute ang mga values nga imong nakuha for R, P, N, and then proceed with the computation proper. Now, I'll have you compute this on your own. Again, be mindful no of the pairing. For example, dili ka pwede mag-multiply ng 0.0074072 sa 1,000 dito. You have to add first 1 plus 0.0074 before nimo siya multiply sa 1,000. And then, you can separately compute for everything na nasud sa bracket, okay? Not really separately, but using PEMDAS gihapon. Okay, so start with kanang naay parenthesis nga naay power sa babaw. If you're done with that, subtract it with 1. Kaya naman ni minus 1 sa kilid. Then, i-divide ang answer aton minus 1 after atong mag-minus 1 sa imuhang rate, periodic rate, which is 0.0074 in this case. And then, afterwards, i-multiply to siyang answer ato sa imong makuha po aning sa right side nga naay 1,000. Okay? I mean, left side rather. Imong i-multiply anak niya. Okay? So, mga kuan na computation process, blah blah blah, so that will give you an answer of 21,633.26. Now notice the value here, 21,633, no. If we go back to our computation sa PCAS, sa ato ang ordinary annuity, the answer is 21,473 kung sa inyong nabantayan. Okay, diba ang nabantayan nato is that mas dako og value si annuity due kontra ni ordinary annuity. And that is true because, again, sa akong pag-mention, naay pakapin nga value nga na-appeal sa computation sa interest kay ang payment sa annuity due is at the beginning of every payment interval. So, ma-appeal to siya sa kwintada ang pakapin. Okay? So, mao na siya ang reason. Now, I think that is the end of the presentation. There are different actually calculations here. We can go over them if you want. Sige, let's try. So, Marco deposits 1,000 at the end of every 2 months in an account paying 3% compounded quarterly. What will be the amount on his account after 5 years? So, first, let's identify unsay iyahang gitry og pangita. It says here that what will be. Will, again, so that is a future indicator. The amount, so meaning amount in the future. So, that tells you that is future value. Okay? But what type of future value are we looking for? Okay, notice that in the problem it says here that it's end katapusan. Okay, so when you say end, that should give you the idea that this is an ordinary annuity. Okay, so therefore this is ordinary general annuity. That is what is missing. Okay, letter B, what are the given? So we're given 1,000 here for our capital P. Kay mo may iyahang ihatag ko no every 2 months. We're also told every 2 months here. Every 2 months meaning bi-monthly siya ang kuan. Kaning ato ang paghatag sa bayad. So therefore, there are how many pairs of 2 sa usa ka tuig? There are 6. So that is going to be your small letter P. Ako lang butang igat-igat so we would know unsay difference sa large P ug sa small p. Okay. P nga igat, that is your, that is 6. Okay, there are 6 pairs of months in a year. Okay. Next is, we are given with the nominal rate which is 3%. So that's I. That's 3%. Okay. And then we are given the number of compounding periods, that is quarterly. Quarterly again is 4. 4 times a year. So that is your letter M, which is 4. We're also given the time. How long will the annuity be provided or given? So that is 5 years. So this is going to be 5. And I guess that is all the information that we have in the problem. So we can now solve for 1, our R, which is 1 plus I over M raised to the M over P minus 1. Our N, which is T times P. And of course, our formula for the future value of ordinary general annuity, which is katong P times 1 plus R raised to the N minus 1 over R. Okay? So, we'll solve that little by little. We'll start with R here sa babaw. Sa ubos na lang nato i-solve ang FVOGA. Okay? So, ang R nato will be 1 plus I nato is, this is 3%, so that will become 0.03 in decimal form. So, it's 0.03 divided by our compounding period, which is 4 as well. Then, that's raised to the, ang M nato, which is 4, divided by the number of payment interval, which is 6. Okay? And that is minus 1. Afterwards, we can just simplify. So, 1 sorry, 1 plus, then 0.03, I will use a calculator here in my laptop. 0.03 divided by 4, that is 0.0075. 75 raised to the 4 over 6 is just 2 over 3. Pwede na to i-simplify. Minus 1. And that is 1 plus, 1 point rather, 1.0075 raised to 2/3 minus 1. And that is, I will use my calculator again, 1.0075 raised to the 2 divided by 3. And that should give you 1.00, and it's a very long number, 1.00499. Yeah, I can stop at 9. Okay? That is the value of kaning nasa baba, kaning taas. Okay? And then minus 1. So the answer will be 0.00499. Okay? That is your periodic rate. Now for N, that will be T times P, or T na to is 5 and our P is 6. So that is 30. Now let's solve for our future value of ordinary general annuity, which is ang periodic payment, which is 1,000. And then, on the next example ha, kaya ako lang ikon ang slide. Anyways, kaning ako ang ipang solve na, lagyan po ni sa slide. So, ato lang itry o manually compute before showing you the solution that is provided in the presentation. Now, let's continue. That's 1 plus ang R na to, which is 0.00499 raised to the N. Ang N na to is 30 minus 1 over 0.0049. Okay? Next is, atong i-simplify ni, ito simplifying sa sulod, then erase na to ana. Okay? So, akong gamit na calculator, don't worry, I will use a calculator para accurate ato ang computation. And then, erase na to siya sa 30. Okay, so that will give it 1.16105. That is 1,000 times 1.16105 minus 1 over 0.0049. 9 gihapon. Okay? And that is, dali lang sa kilid, 1,000 times 0.16105 over 0.00499. So, ako sa computon sa calcu, that is 0.16105, 105 divided by 0.00499. So, that is 32 something. Then, I'll just multiply it right away to 1,000. Pwede na malugay. And that should give you around, approximately, 32,274.555. Okay, this is in pesos anyways. So that is the final answer. I will verify it sa ato ang kuan dire sa kadali. Verify na to. That's 13.03. Here. Alright, anyways, I can show it to you sa screen, but I will just double check here before I show it to you. So, you have 32,277.04 sa ato ang study guide ha, because wala man nila giputol ang ato ang decimal. So, again, be very careful when computing for the values of your kaning future value or even the present value itself. Okay, every decimal point matters. Okay, so the answer should be around 32,275 or 77, something like that. And that is my final answer. Okay, so I will show it to you sa screen so you would believe me. Okay, so compute niya ang R, then compute niya ang N, tapos i-compute, i-identify niya unsa nga type of problem ni siya. So again, this is a ordinary general annuity, kay N man ang dimension. So ang formula is for ordinary general annuity. And then We have there the computation, and ang final answer is 32,277.04. So it's roughly around 32,275 pesos. Okay? That is the final answer. Now for the second part, here, we will just go over the slides, no? So we will have a more accurate nga values. Okay, kung for example ako sa imano-mano calculator, then tendency is akong ipang-omit ang ubang decimal places, and it will affect the value that will come up as the final answer. So we might as well use the slides over here to explain and show you the solutions of the problem. Okay, so example number 2, Peter wants to know how much money he will be able to earn if he saves 5,000 at the beginning of every month in an account that earns a 2% interest compounded quarterly. How much will he earn after 4 years? Okay, so I will go over the next slide. Anyways, the problem is written at the top. Okay, so you can see it. So number 1, we are provided with, what is being asked in the problem is actually how much he will earn. Okay, so that's future value. How much will, future and will. Okay, so that refers to future value. So how much will he earn after 4 years? So the given in the problem is, number 1, we are given with the 5,000 nga periodic payment. Every beginning of the month, maghatagan kuno siya og 5,000. So that is the periodic payment. Next is the interest rate. Ang provided sa problem is 2% nga nominal rate. Now again, nominal rate man na siya, so we have to compute for our periodic rate. But we also have to figure out first kung unsa ang iyang compounding period. Now according to our problem here, the interest is being computed every quarterly. Okay, so that is 4. So our M is equal to 4. You also need to understand unsay ato ang letter P gamay, and also the term, since it's already provided in the problem. Our term will last for 4 years. Therefore, our T is equal to 4. And our payment interval, how many times are we giving regular equal payments? According to the problem, we are providing payment, or Peter is providing payment every beginning of the month. So every month. Therefore, there are 12 months in a year. So P nga gamay is equal to 12. Next, to solve for R and N, we will start with R. So again, we're going to use the formula 1 plus I over M. Raise 1 plus I over M raised to the M over P minus 1. So you just substitute the values that you already obtained from the problem. So that's 1 plus 0.02 over 4 raised to the 4 over 12 minus 1. And then the process of simplification, your answer should give you 0.00166 approximate. Maybe there's an answer decimal places more for this one, but it is a rough estimate of the answer. Okay, 0.0016 and spare. Next, to solve for N, again, that is T times P. P for payment interval. P nga gamay. So that's 4. According to our given here, we have 4 nga years, and then ang RP is 12. Kaya every month, makuno siya maghatagan. Okay, so that's 48. 4 times 12 is 48. Dayon, determine as well kung unsa nga type of kaning formula ang atong gamiton, if it's either ordinary annuity or annuity due. Now, notice sa problem, it's mentioned nga at the beginning of every month siya maghatagan sa iyang payment. Since it's beginning ang paghatag, therefore that is annuity due. And it's even written in the screen anyway, so you can read it. Okay? You can stop the video if dili mo kabasa. Anyways, I will swipe it to the right. Next is the working equation will be 1 plus FV GAD, or future value of general annuity due, is equal to 1 plus R times P times 1 plus R raised to the N minus 1 over R. Okay, that is the formula for annuity due. Again, this is the same with simple annuity, and nakalahi lang kay the computation of your periodic rate and your letter N, or total conversion periods. So substitution of the values, so substitute lang ang values, blah blah blah. Then ikaw na bahala, kamo na bahala ha sa pag-compute, basta kay ayaw lang ninyo i-omit ang mga decimals. Kay again, mo matter ang decimals inig abot ninyo sa final answer. So the final answer for this problem will be 250,043 pesos and 71 cents. Again, this is in Philippine peso, or in a monetary value, because this is future value of money. money kwarta ang gihisgutan. Okay, so that is it for this video. If you have any questions regarding the concepts, if it's confusing, or maybe I explained one of the solutions here quickly and you wanted to have siguro a more in-depth, hopefully an in-depth, more in-depth than what I've already mentioned here in the video, nga explanation of the process of calculating the solutions, then just don't hesitate to send me a message and I will try to answer your question as soon as I am able. Okay, so so again, this is a very interesting topic. This is sort of related to our lesson 1 and 2. This is sort of related to our lessons 1 and 2, although the difference no is the payment interval and the conversion period. So managlahi yun ang simple annuity and ang ihang general annuity. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can ping me, you can send me a message so I can answer your question hopefully with finish or kana masabtan yun ninyo ang topic. Okay, so that is all, and thank you for listening to this video, and I'll see you in the next one.